What's up, guys? Thank you for joining. I'm seeing people start to join. So once we get a decent amount of following and people start to really tune in, we'll get into some of the heavy speaking I am eager to talk to you guys about. Yeah, go Bucks. What's up, guys? I got IG on one and Facebook on the other, so it's going to be easy. I'm going to try to go back and forth between the two, or maybe look in between the middle. Awesome. We got everybody's tuning in. This is fantastic. Lets me know that you care what I have to say, and hey, I got something fun to talk about. Crazy you say fight day, because this is obviously relating to my constant announcement of a fight, or like making my push for it, my way of bringing my following, considering I haven't fought in about 50. Yet again, we're still gaining people right now, guys. As we continue to gain, I'll give it a minute and let everybody sit in on this. But yeah. All right. Following is going up, guys. Once I get a little bit more on my Facebook, we'll get started here. It is pertaining to my next fight, which was supposed to be mid-January. Yeah. Maybe I guess my whole point of view in like coming live on Facebook is to talk to some of the fans, people who have supported me, and also know that I have never been a true bantamweight, and that I've been eager to fight at flyweight since the moment I came into the UFC, and I'm still eager for that moment. It's definitely been a lot of hiccups, and if I could show you my pit stains from sweating, it's why I chose the black shirt. What's up? I see a lot of my friends and stuff in there. I truly appreciate you guys tuning in. It's really awesome. My dogs are probably going to freak out here in a couple of seconds, so it's going to get really loud and crazy. I got someone getting ready to walk in. So, again, thank you guys. We're getting up there on the following. I feel like we're about ready to start here. I believe too, guys. Thank you. Hold up on that congratulations, because you guys are never going to fucking believe some of this, because it's crazy. It's crazy, some of the, like, we're in the fight business, right? Like, that's what we do. We fight. We're professionals. We do the professional thing. We do all those things. So cool questions. I was born in Barberton. I lived in a couple of different spots, but yeah, I'm originally from Barberton. They're gonna get really loud. I actually would like to start as soon as the dogs go crazy. I'll gladly start this video. Well, I love you guys too. Thanks. I appreciate you. Uh-oh, it's going to start. Don't Oh, it is a bombshell. Wait till you hear it. Wait till you hear it. And maybe you guys won't think it's as serious as I am, but it's like bullshit. How's everybody's Halloween? Was it good? You guys ready for Thanksgiving? Stop your whining. Come here. He's over here. Over here. Go get him. They're silently barking now. I know. It's eager for you guys. I'm going to spill them. A couple more people are going to tune in, and then I'm trying to answer some of these questions, but you guys are moving fast. Okay. All right. Let's get down to it. So, guys, as I've been announcing, I was originally supposed to fight Paige Van Zandt back in October 7th. Signed that contract, immediate. I sign contracts as soon as they come in, so I'll get back to that very, very shortly. At any rate, how the fight originally was spoken to me. After my loss against Betch Kohea, I had long talks with Dana, Sean Shelby, both about really wanting to move down to flyweight. I am not the biggest bantamweight. I walk around about 140 pounds. I made that career decision 4 years ago to come up to the UFC when I was cut from Bellator when they removed their entire women's division. There wasn't much more opportunity. And at the time, I was number one in the world at flyweight, very undeniably number one. So you can do your research if you're a true MMA fan, or just trust me and take my word for it. But at any rate, at that time is when Ronda Rousey, the big Ronda Rousey time came, and she had fought in Strikeforce. And that was when women's MMA really, got their big look. So at that point, I was cut from the Bellator women's division. And at that point, I'm 26 years old. What other place to go than to the UFC? And when the UFC comes knocking, you don't tell them no. So at that time, the UFC was only offering a bantamweight weight class. There was no strawweight. There was no flyweight. There just wasn't anything else or anywhere else for me to go that was even willing to have the promotional or the pay that I could. So at any rate, I finally got that call that I could fight at flyweight, or the UFC announced that they were going to start opening the flyweight division. So I said, all right, I'll be patient. We'll wait. We'll see what's going to happen. The Ultimate Fighter House got announced. I had already had a fight scheduled against Aspen Ladd at that point. So what better than to go fight, win that fight, and then really campaign a hard road to the 125 title, which I will get, and it's just a matter of time. So whoever stands in my way, you'll see. So at that, Aspen, July 7th, the Aspen Fight Lad happens to get canceled an hour before the fight. At that point, Sean and Dana both told me, Jessica, we got you, girl. We're going to get you a fight at 25. So we sit around and we wait. And it was one evening that I get a phone call from Sean, and then also a text message from Paige Van Zandt herself. And it was Paige saying that, Jessica, I was contacted to fight you at 125. So I said, really? Wow. Okay. Well, Paige, and verbatim, which I will put this text message out for all of you guys to see here shortly. I said verbatim, I'm not losing my next fight. So if you want to take the fight, please take it. Because at that point, I think we considered one another acquaintances or friends of fighting at that point, because let's face it, there's no friends in business when it comes down to it. So I tell Paige, all right, let's do it. And she says the same thing, verbally agrees, says, all right, let's do it. Contract comes over, we sign the fight. The fight is fully signed for October 7th. So from there, the fight, couple weeks before it's about to happen, Paige pulls out due to a back injury, which we totally understand. Injuries happen in fight camps, but a fight was made and to be had. And I had my own injuries that I don't post about, and I don't need to post about because it's none of your guys' business. It's my business because, it affects me the most. So at any rate, we respectfully said, we'll wait. We'll wait for that fight. A lot of girls are out right now and can't fight, and there really is virtually no one else for us to fight at this moment and for us to be in front of. And hey, a fight was made, so a fight should happen. As a woman and a professional, me and Paige both agreed to that fight, knowing what might be at stake and what might not be at stake. So we're here now, again, couple months later, contract comes through. I sign my contract to fight Paige Van Zant again. Okay? Again, after getting a message from Paige apologizing about pulling out of the fight and knowing how much it meant to me and knowing all those things. And now I receive a phone call today that Paige Van Zant, again, not this time is injured, but is refusing to fight me. Now, I guess me as a woman and me as a professional, we have a legal signed document that we agreed upon, that I signed for you, and you agreed upon as a professional and as a woman to fight me because you're an athlete and you're a professional fighter, and because that's what professional fighters do. We don't run from each other. It doesn't matter what you did at 115. It doesn't matter what I did at 135. All bets are off now. It doesn't matter. Because now it's at 125. This is a new weight class. And this is a new opportunity for you to be a winner and for me to also be a winner. You said that this fight does nothing for you because I'm coming off of a loss and that it's too tough. Then why did you contact me originally? Then why did you message me? Why did you throw the UFC and make them jump through hoops to constantly give you what you want? Constantly. It's unfair. And I don't care who agrees with me or not, or who doesn't. I appreciate all of you that do and all of you that don't. This is my world and I live in it. You guys just watch it from the outside, and it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit that you can pull out of a fight for no apparent reason other than you're scared. And that's not cool, in my opinion. And it's not what we represent here as fighters. Because when it boils down to it, it's nothing personal, isn't it? Isn't it about the money? Isn't it about accomplishing something, agreeing upon something, and doing that? I mean, isn't that what you're supposed to promote as a public figure who has a blue check mark? Instead of doing just these things, is Dancing with the Stars and all these other things. Yes, they're great. They're awesome. They're wonderful. I hope I get those opportunities too one day. But we're fighters. We're here to fight. We're not here to be friends. We're not here to be the prettiest. We're not here to be the ugliest. We're here to fight. And that's what I came to the UFC to do, to fight. And now I'm given the opportunity to finally fight on my own platform at 125 pounds where I know what I'm capable of and know what I'm able to do. So I'm not coming to anybody to ask to put a word out or try to bash, but really just to put out light that it's bullshit, Paige. And I hope you hear this, and I hope all of you social media, all of you crazy fans that pull all these things up, and all you media source outlets, like, you want something, you guys want me to say something, like being the good girl in MMA and being the nice one doesn't get you anywhere. It gets you, like it is for me, and pushed to the side, where I'm not even, my life doesn't matter. I haven't been in the cage in 15 months, not by choice, but because of what's happened for me. And it's unfair. And I know I have lost, but I didn't lose. I lost to an a wrestler, Olympic, that was one of my friends that I never even wanted to fight to begin with. That I did because I need money and because that's what we do. We're a job. I fought Misha, who was the champ. Sarah Kaufman, on 4 weeks' notice, who was the Strikeforce champ for years. Like, I can go into it, but half of you guys won't even need to hear the details or care to even hear them. But what I think is absolutely shameful at this point is that you can call your boss and tell them, I don't want to fight. I never, ever called in work sick. Never called into work and said I wasn't coming. Never not showed up for a fight. I never not did the things that I need to do to make myself a professional. So I guess I don't really need to go from here. My next fight will be sometime late January. I'm sure it'll be announced. I want the fight to fight for the flyweight title, guys. I want that. Because I am the best. This isn't a joke. This isn't something I'm just saying because I want to say. Go look it up. Go find the facts. I came up because I wanted to be a winner and I wanted to test myself. And that's what fighting is. And that's what martial arts is about. That's what it's about. Is about sticking to something and finding responsibility for things and sticking to a goal and accomplishing it. So, again, thank you guys for all tuning in. It means a lot to me. keep saying I need to go live more. I have been just stirring with anger and frustration over all of this because it's hard, guys. Again, you guys only like me when I win. When I don't, when I'm not winning or anything else, you know, the money stops flowing and things start happening that I guess really at this point it's time to just go out on all limbs and just start being the heel, because being the nice one in this sport doesn't get you anywhere. It actually gets you walked on, and it feels like crap. So thanks, Paige. I appreciate you. I appreciate you messing with my holidays. I appreciate you lying to me, and I also appreciate you not being a true woman and a true professional. And after you had said Saturday in multiple interviews you had a contract that you were getting ready to sign. Like, if there's anything that you can learn from this, is learn to be a little bit more of an adult and stop lying to your fans and stop lying to people who follow you, and actually fight the toughest. And if you want to come to flyweight, fight one of the best flyweights that you're ever going to see. So, thanks, guys. I'll tune in again. Hopefully I'll have actual fight news for you. Huge shout out to Mick Maynard for all the hard work of the UFC. Again, this isn't the UFC's fault. This is the Paige Van Zandt problem. This is what you did, Paige, and it's extremely unfair, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Truly.